2009 we'll be celebrating 25 years of Hendrick Motorsports. It's hard to believe that we've come from 5 employees and 5,000 square feet of space to 600,000 square feet and over 550 employees. You know, when you look at the communication and the technology that we see today, the ability to handle all of that and communicate between ourselves, get the cars to the racetrack, you know, solve problems, create new pieces and equipment. If it wasn't for Siemens, we couldn't get that job done today. It's amazing what the transformation in our sport has been in the last 10 years. And we're going into our 11th year of a partnership with Siemens, and the technology, the input, just the ability to communicate around the country and really around the world, and real-time information to the guys that need it on the firing line. It's hard to imagine what motorsports would be today without that kind of support.
One of our biggest challenges as we have grown through the years has been the management of our data and the management of what we would call our life cycle process of our parts and our components.
As we've added technical staff, it was important for us to be able to track the work that they were doing. Some people are designing products, some people are racing products, but the key is to be able to track the product through its life cycle, from design to on track, till we come up with a new design and obsolete the previous design.
We've added technical people to help assist us in quality control, engine testing, engineering, engine assembly, engine parts, engine manufacturing, and our carbon fiber, our metalworking operations, and our sheet metal shaping areas.
Our growth rate for data gathering has just been exponential over the years. You know, we back up over 1 terabyte of data every day. And internally, we have over 30 systems that output their own proprietary data source.
And we've tried to use the Siemens PLM tools as a place where everyone can go and get the information they need when they need it, rather than know who to call who might have a piece of data. And we see that communication and that real-time ability to get information as a key to moving forward in the future.
We know what we're trying to accomplish. We don't know how to get there. Siemens are the folks that can write a program for our people to help us solve problems, make our systems better, day-to-day contacts between our people, whether it's counting parts, manufacturing parts, tracking parts, bin numbers. If we're in Daytona and have a problem with one lifter and we've got 40 other motors down there, we need to know what batch that lifter came out of. No way to track that through paper records. I mean, you have to have the kind of systems that we have today in order to be successful, and you've got to be on the cutting edge. And the reason this partnership is so important is these people try to imagine what we need before we really know that we need it. So they're pros in their field, just like Jeff Gordon and Dale Earnhardt, Jimmy Johnson are pros in their field, and they come up with solutions before we even know we have problems.
The biggest change, I think, in our area has been the competitiveness of the sport, and the rules by which NASCAR governs us by have gotten tighter. Now with the tools that Siemens PLM software provides for us, we can actually go through the racetrack simulation and the simulation analysis of the product or the component for our engine that we're manufacturing right here at the shop using some of the analysis software, predict the failures, change the design of the part or the component. So essentially we're just making it one time and we're going to the racetrack with the confidence that it's going to be the part that we need.
We began using the Siemens tools here at Hendrick Motorsports in 1997. We started with the CAD tools. We began with the design, the analysis, and the manufacturing tool sets.
You know, Siemens' suite of tools provides us with the scalability, the functionality, and the ease of use that our users need to remain competitive.
Having that information at your fingertips is critical. Even with our deployed workforce that's all over the country at any given moment, we have to be able to synchronize that information from one coast to the other and be able to keep up with it as it changes, and it changes very rapidly in our business.
We have incidents, we have things that break, and we need to be able to take the information that we get back from the track, put it in a place that we can have a running dialogue, and all of our technical employees can get the information they need when they need it. And Siemens PLM is a key for us to be able to do that.
Failures are inevitable, and when we break a component or an assembly, we need to understand why we broke it. We have to come up with a solution to fix it, and we have to do that in a very short order.
The design and the analysis tools that Siemens PLM software provides for us, if we have a problem at the racetrack on Sunday, we have to be coming back here on Monday morning, and we have to have a plan in place from a reactive side, first of all, to get change implemented into next weekend's race. Not only just for next weekend, but then we have to be looking at our production issues and how we're going to get that implemented into the forthcoming weeks. The increase in the amount of work that we do, 700 plus engines a year, when you get to the end of the year in November, you sometimes have a hard time remembering back to February and exactly what's happened and did we see this failure before? By using the search tools in Team Center, we can go and not pull up everything that not only relates to, say, California in February, but we can pull up everything that relates to a particular component. Whether it failed, whether it was a design change on that component, having that resource that Siemens provides for us is tremendous.
Siemens they're partners. They are partners that we go to with problems, and they come back to us with solutions. And the partnership with Siemens has enabled us to have on call some of the best talent in the world and the people that work for Siemens with the best systems in the world to help us solve our problems.